Rocking the hottest eyewear for the summer isn't just a fashion statement, it's a necessity. Dr. Mason Smith joins us now with more on Real Kids Shades. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Courtney, thanks for having us.
So first off, how harmful is the sun to kids' eyes?
Well, you know, it's a lot more harmful for kids' eyes than adults, because the optical components of a kid's eye is so clear that 75% of the ultraviolet light that goes through the eye will reach the retina. And that's true up until about age 10. And for example, someone who has 30%, the ultraviolet light only gets to the eyes about 10%. So we know that kids are a lot more exposed to ultraviolet light.
What sort of damage could this cause down the road?
Well, we know down the road we have the formation of cataracts, macular degeneration, and different issues with skin problems around the eyelids, for example, with melanomas. So what we need to do now is protect early to worry about, so we can prevent some of the things that can happen down the road.
So in the line of protection, you have a whole bunch of sunglasses here. What are some things that parents should look for when picking out a pair for their kids?
Well, you want something that is very strong, and you want something that can stay on a child's face, and you want the lenses to be polycarbonate, so it's the strongest optical material that we can use, and you want the frames itself to be polycarbonate, so it's sturdy, so that you minimize any kind of problems with breakage. And you want the wrap to go around the head so that the light does not get around the edge of the sunglasses.
Gotcha. So actually, in the front of it, you want it to wrap around the face.
You want a little bit of a wrap so it goes around the face. That's correct.
These bands, I thought these were maybe a sports band, but you said these have a whole different function to them.
Right, because when you're dealing with a toddler, an infant, it's very difficult to have a pair of glasses stay on their head, and so you need to use straps. And so that's why we start even from 0 months all the way up. We have different frames with straps, and some with temples too as the child gets older. But these temples are snap on and snap off, so if something hits the face, we minimize any kind of damage from that, because kids are active and things happen.
So something like this would be a good pair for a kid that's out playing sports?
Exactly. It's vented, that has actually some padding behind the frame to protect the face too.
Okay, and you've got this picture here, and I don't know if we can see this, but this is actually an infant with sunglasses on.
That's correct.
You say right away get them started on sunglasses.
Because we know that ultraviolet light is very harmful to the eyes. We need to protect them so that they don't have that problem. In fact, we know that by the time a child is 18, they've already received 80% of the exposure of ultraviolet light that they'll have in a lifetime. So if we can block it out those 18 years, we have really done something down the road.
Now, are certain colors of eyes more susceptible? I've heard that, but I'm not sure if that's a rumor or not.
Blue eyes typically have less pigment and might be a little bit more susceptible, but it really doesn't make any difference on eye color. All eyes are susceptible to this ultraviolet light, and we need to block out 100% of it with these lenses.
And for parents that think, you know, my kid's never going to keep these glasses on, especially an infant, any tricks for keeping the glasses on?
Well, obviously with the straps that we have, that really does help. But kids like to mimic parents, and most parents wear sunglasses. So if the parents wear sunglasses, the child will have more tendency to wear sunglasses. And you make it comfortable, fashionable, and sort of a fun thing to do. They'll wear the sunglasses.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And still to come today, when we come back, an update on your weather, and July 4th is just around the corner. We'll tell you about all the fun that's going on at Patriots Point. Stay with us.